I've failed my captain in that because I had this magic item. I could probably summon you like a cup worth of Draco Noir. You like dump it on you. Like, there you go, boss.
Something has an initiative of 0. All right, so you are roll me a perception check real quick as you're prettying yourself up, Gingy. All right, so you don't notice until you are about 15 feet away from them.
Fuck! I just noticed how good I smell.
Damn, you smell good.
Why is your health?
Smell you from back here.
Oh, that's right. You guys plus 20. That's
Temp?
right. I was trying to remember
Temp
like. It's well, the bar is like sticking outside of the frame, so I was like, "What the fuck's going on with it?" All right. But you stop about 15 feet and look up, and there in front of you stand 6 heads looking down at you on the shoulders of 3 massive bodies.
So there's 3 guys with 2 heads.
Yes.
Okay. Are any of them attractive?
No. These are all very, very ugly. And
Is one of them just with the sweetest voice coming out of that weird head?
No.
One of them's a Lady Gaga. Just looks horrible.
To give you an idea, these things have a charisma
Lady Gaga's
of...
a relatively attractive woman.
No, she's hot. I like her.
These things have a charisma of 8. So no, none of them are pretty in any way, shape, or form.
There's nothing wrong with them.
They've got a lower charisma than a gibbering mouther.
They do.
That's twisted.
Wait a minute. You've got to use Dr. Vitus' last call bar logic. All 3 of them together is a 24. Boom.
Man, 6 heads, 6 kisses.
All you stop and you look. So you stop and you look up at them, and they say, the one in the center looks down at you. He says, he looks to the other one on his shoulder. He says, "Crush, little man." And the one on his shoulder says, "Chop, little man."
Dude, one of them thinks you're hot because it has a crush on you, and the other one says, "No, we need to chop this relationship now." So, have you dated this thing before?
So it moves forward and takes a swing at you, Gingy.
I pretty much as soon as I look up and see these 6 mugs and not the interdimensional lost woman of my dreams, I'm gonna go. I'm going to
Ring.
kind of give them a thumbs up, but sideways where my thumb is, going lateral. And I'm going to put it in my mouth and blow on it and give him the finger and then bamf out of that cave and go, "Nope."
You may not want to use your magic.
I will use my ring.
Okay.
And I will skadizzle back to the group.
Okay.
We're kind of generously parking right now.
I don't know the rules for wild magic, but are magical items affected by wild magic as well?
I didn't think. Tell me if
I
I'm
think
wrong.
we're about to find out.
Yeah, we
Oh
are.
God, yeah. No, fuck it. Let's find out.
Yeah.
I'm still doing it because that ring isn't like a spell I cast. It's more like a reactionary reflex. Like it's a knee jerk. Like as soon as I tense and go, it kind of goes, oh, poof.
I would say it affects all magic in the area. So.
All right, let's see what happens.
Roll me a D100, please, sir.
Wow, this is
magic.
gonna be fucked up.
Any magic is possible to be affected.
I'm into the world. Let's do it.
It's cool, man. Maybe
I'm gonna try my best to get the fuck out.
Maybe you'll merge with a tree too.
He summons a herd of rabbits.
I hope so. I hope I become a fart.
So you, instead of moving out of the way of this swing of this axe that missed you, you do all of a sudden feel like your body is kind of pulsing with arcane energy, though. So the axe swing misses you. You try to teleport. That doesn't happen, but you're like, huh. The next spell I cast is probably going to hurt. And then at about the time that idea pops into your head, another swing at you. Does 14 hit your AC? I don't think it does.
Nope.
Okay. So the Morning Star comes down. So what happened is the battle axe came down on your right. You tried to leave. That didn't turn out, but you feel a little bit stronger for it. And then the Morning Star comes down on your left.
Jesus fucking Christ.
And you're now standing between a Morning Star and a battle axe. Both of them just barely missing you.
That thing wants you dead, dude. Fuck.
Or it just really wants a hug.
Yeah.
Or it's hungry.
it's wielding a battle axe in one hand and a morning star in the other. It wants to kill stuff.
So I feel like I'm just surging with arcade energy.
Pretty much.
Well, since that ring isn't a rollable thing, do I get a reactionary turn or anything?
No, because that would be your reaction.
Okay.
Would be to use the ring.
Okay.
Let's see. So that was. So that puts us back. Cypher, what are you doing?
Okay. I don't. Okay, so I guess the question is.
Do we have a straight line of sight?
Well, no.
These things.
Dr. Vitus took off to go where the sound was. I was distracted by my reading. Is there anything like that has drawn my attention to the situation in front of me?
Probably not.
Okay. Until something grabs my attention, a scream, something that distracts me from reading.
Sure.
I'm going to keep reading.
Okay, roll me a perception check. Let's see if something does that you
Perception?
see if
Okay.
let's see if you did notice something. We'll call it DC 17.
Okay.
Actually, you're actively distracted. Call it DC 19.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think Dr. V
No.
yelled when he saw them, but he probably went, fuck.
All right, so yeah, you're still distracted.
Yeah.
Anna, what are you doing?
Okay, so I saw Genji go down that hallway thing.
Well, this is the path in the forest that you guys have been following.
So I can see what's going on.
Yeah, you can see what's going on. He's just several feet ahead of you. Cypher, you'd still keep walking, right?
Yeah, like I'm obviously not so distracted that I will fall over at the slightest thing, but I'm reading and walking. Yes.
Okay, go ahead
So
and move your normal movement then.
Okay, so that would be 1, 2, 3. Do these squares get larger?
No?
This is zoomed in.
Yeah, you might be
Tactical
zoomed
map
in.
this time. Tactical map.
Okay. And all right, so Anna, you're running up.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay. Steve, what are you doing now that you're not a tree that is on
That's
fire?
Tree.
Tree.
But now I'm an attractive blue boy.
You are
Steve is a slave name.
you're the missing member of the Blue Man group.
Oh man, I'm gonna shave my head. That'll be great. I'm
Well,
gonna tell people that I blew myself.
We can.
So I see Doc getting smacked down by these pups.
They're at
No,
least
you
taking
see-
swings at him.
You see Doc ninja dodging swings in bullet time.
All right.
In this scene, Vitus will be played by Keanu Reeves.
Whoa.
So he's gonna move up here.
Okay.
Oh hey, he doesn't have. Okay, I don't have any ranged weapons that aren't magic, you guys. I know. I'm going to use my cast kind of knowing to see if I can find anything about these things.
Okay. Roll me a d20. Real quick.
That is a very fancy sounding thing, by the way.
Roll me a d100.
Oh, is this? Oh, it's a magic fucking item. God damn it.
So you feel real sober. Like, real sober all of a sudden.
That's the worst feeling ever.
Yeah,
I feel for you.
I'll tell you what's going on. And
You're
Actually,
suddenly
thinking-
remembering your mortgage that you haven't paid
Oh,
and
man.
student loans.
This is why I stay drunk all the time. That's
All
where-
the reasons that you get high every day is suddenly gone.
Darren feels that feeling like right after you just like orgasmed and you're just like, oh fuck, everything.
Is each one of these squares a 5, Jason? Just check.
yeah, it should be.
Okay. Brill, what's your move?
It's 30.
How'd you get that far then?
I ran.
Oh, you double.
Oh, jeez, Steve.
double.
Oh,
God
poor
damn it.
Steve.
I'm the worst
Steve is-
pirate ever.
Steve
You
is
are.
permanently sober.
He is immune to being intoxicated by alcohol for the next 24 days.
Oh my! You know what? All my,
Holy crap!
all my,
You
all my,
monster.
wow! All my passive antagonism towards the druid just melted away. If he tells me he's got that situation, I feel
He
nothing but
won't
pity
know,
now.
I guess. He'll
Okay,
have to
well,
just
no,
find
we
out the
can-
hard way.
Yeah, we can turn this
Yeah,
around. We can turn this around. We can.
I
Be
know.
like, we can have a drinking contest for money.
Oh, dude, brilliant. Now you're thinking like Dr. V.
She's like,
Now just like you just get more and more desperate to get drunk. We're gonna find you in your room with like a bottle of scotch in your mouth and a bottle of scotch in your butt.
and his his liver's
he's
just gonna shrivel up and die.
Darren
He's
invents
taking
like
like grain alcohol straight
He's,
to his body.
he still has his body still has to try to process it. He just can't get drunk. If he drinks too much, he's gonna die.
Just a bottle of Everclear in his butt.
And 26 hit your AC,
Yes.
Oh my.
19
26
damage
Everyone's AC forever.
from a battle axe, and then does 19 hit your AC? I think it misses.
No.
Okay.
No.
So the next one steps up to Anna and it goes, "Oh, cracked nut to crack," and it hits you, trying to basically
Nut
think
to
of your
crack,
food.
Man, these guys are like, they got bad eyes too. They can't even tell it's a female dragonborn.
They're just hungry. Steve, 21 hit your AC,
Nope.
and okay, so that one misses as well. Goat, your turn, but I will be right back.
Yes, sir. I'll wait till you return.
Fuck.
Shit. Tactical decision here. I can't. I could double move to get over to you, my walking paycheck of happiness, but then I
Also,
would be double
well,
move.
One thing to pay attention to is that two of them are currently in a straight line.
Yeah, I noted that.
Yeah, I think
Sure.
But be careful because if you move,
I'm really
Pretty-
glad that I got
pretty
that
much,
dragon
I think-
armor because
I think if you
now
move to
I'm
those
like,
two squares,
I dodged that, but I won't.
that one to the north of you is going to get an attack opportunity because they've got to have reach. They're giant
That's-
kin.
I was going to move here.
That's what I mean. You're gonna.
You
Well,
think
you're
they
gonna,
got a 10-foot reach?
Yeah, I guarantee it. They're giant kin.
Hmm.
I mean, they closed it directly next to you, but if they're over 10 feet tall, they should have reach no matter what.
Yes.
But if the GM forgets it, I will remind him for, 2% raise.
2% raise my nuts.
2% these nuts! So, poor Saren is now part treed. He's blue all over, and he just looks like the soberest man I've ever seen. That's a tear rolling down my face. Wow.
He's been eating all kinds of weird, untested Wonka candies. But dude, so real talk while we're waiting, Fantastic Four
Was that
is
bad?
currently sitting at a lower Rotten Tomato score than Batman and Robin and Catwoman.
Wow.
All right,
Wow.
so I am back, but it is also time to eat, so I'm gonna we'll have a
Can I do
bullshit break real quick. Yeah.
Wow, I can grab a
That's
cup of coffee real fast.
The weekly question is,
I didn't
What's
cook
in the
anything
crock
in the crock pot. Katie made a big ziti, so
oh, well, that's still nice.
Oh, is
Yeah.
it all dumb and no gluten and full of
it
all
kind
kinds
it
of
is, but
bullshit?
it's
You know what?
it's still good.
I remember Katie has a lot of specific things she's not allowed to eat. Can she eat fish?
Yeah, that's fine. The only thing that she's
If
intolerant
I
of is
sent
gluten.
you a couple silver salmon fillets, you could cook those and she could eat them.
Yeah.
Okay. He's
Alright,
all
I'm
greasy.
gonna go eat.
It's true, he's still greasy. He's greasy, blue, and sober.
Yeah, oh, that's right, he is greasy.
He's pretty much, yeah, this is hell.
Oh yeah, does the greasiness give me any bonuses?
Only if you wrestle.
You might catch on.
Yeah, you're a pig. You're hard to catch.
Okay. No, wait, no, we can totally do this. So
He's the greased up druid
we-
guy.
we think-
That's what he is.
yeah, you gotta outdrink me, and then you gotta catch me.
Fuck. But no, while we're taking a bullshit break, just really take a moment to really absorb that for a second. Fucking Schumacher's Batman and Robin, the worst comic book movie ever made, is at an 11% on Rotten Tomatoes. Fantastic Four is at 8.
9. Oh, it's at 8. It was at 9.
It's
yesterday.
dropped to 8. Yeah, the more people that watch it, the lower it's going to go, I'm sure.
It's earned 20 some odd $1 million opening weekend. Like,
don't see that movie. Anyone listening, don't pay to see that movie.
The only thing that I can think of that is redeeming in any regard is the CGI that they used on the Thing.
He looked pretty good. I would have liked to see him with some pants on.
Yeah.
Because there is a scene, and I couldn't unlock my eyes from it, where, because I'm sure it's done with the kind of the now technique where it's the dude is wearing something very easily chromed and trackable, or so it is sort of the natural body movements of the actor, but he's basically puppeteering the CG thing.
Yeah.
But because of that, he's doing a natural human thing, and he's standing with like kind of against a railing, and he's shifting a lot. So the Thing, you're going to watch the Thing's kind of butt cheeks just shift around just enough my eyes wouldn't leave his rockin' butt, because there's no butt crack, but there is a butt shape in the rocks of the Thing, and they just keep shifting like a fucking beanbag chair in an earthquake, and I was just locked. I was fucking locked on Thing's weird butt. I couldn't look away.
He's got a lot of junk in this trunk, right?
Not even a lot of junk. There was just like the fidelity of the animation someone put on him shifting weight like a natural human does, standing still for too long. Just him shifting weight, and it totally transferred over to the rock CGI, to where you're watching this fucking rock monster's butt shift.
Well, I guess the question is it realistic enough to have Brody from Mallrats be interested?
There we
Probably.
go.
I think I stared at it long enough to see a sailboat.
Is his little thing a rock too? You know what I mean?
There wasn't even like a rock bulge, but still, I think the shorts are iconic. Like, you got to put some little shorts on him.
You got to have the Thing shorts. He did always have shorts.
Get a little shorts on him.
Sometimes he had a little Fantastic Four.
And this again, like I said, like that they missed the point of all the characters. It's one of like Thing has always been like Ben Grimm is lovable as fuck. Yeah. That's my number one complaint. If I had to really put one complaint into this movie, it is fucking joyless. No one like
he's not a wisecracking kid from the Bronx.
Fuck no. He's all what was the they're so broody that you think they're gonna not be superheroes and instead be like a shoegaze band. But like he's like, we were friends till you did this to me, and just fucking brooding and fucking unthing. Like, no one is like who they should be. Like, somebody even told me that the actors were actively discouraged to investigate the source material so it would be unique.
I don't understand that philosophy at all.
No, not at all.
Get out.
But yeah, Reed Richards, nobody felt like the characters that people, know and love. Nobody felt like themselves. The Thing, for me, probably the most noticeably uncharacteristic of all the characters, because he's, the Thing's lovable, man. He's lovable as shit. I mean, yeah, Clobberin' Time, which they found a way to make Clobberin' Time dark and gritty. There's like a flashback of his brother punching him when he's a kid, going, "It's clobbering time." So it's like,
fucking Christ!
Right? Yeah. Yeah. So I'm serious. So I was just waiting for him to say it in battle, like to run in, like with rocky tears going down his face, going, "It's clobbering time." Like, it's fucking so bad. I've never seen something miss the point so hard. Like, it just missed the point. Like, everybody's character was just fucking off. Thing's probably the worst of them. I mean, Doom was fucking awful. But, fuck.
I want Fox to give all of the comic rights back to Marvel. I want to see Marvel remake the X-Men series. I want to see
let's think really positive. Let's think really positive. So far, we have incredibly high hopes all pinned on it, and I think it's going to fucking blow the doors off of loyalty to the source material and just be an epic. The Deadpool movie is going to be fucking fantastic.
Dude, I have the only thing that has given me doubts about it, and they're minor doubts, is just Fox's track record. But everything I've seen from that movie looks like all parties involved are not only being faithful to the source material, but are fans of the source material. Like, I'm not normally a big fan of Ryan Reynolds. The only one of his movies I'm a fan of really is The Voices, and
Voices was kind of amazing.
Dude, I loved it.
I'll be honest. I liked him. I've liked him in a few movies, but usually he's just playing himself. But like his character from what was it, Blade 3?
Blade, yeah, it was
His character in Blade 3. I laughed because I said, as long as he channels that personality and even like lets it go a little higher, he's Wade Wilson. And then I'm like, okay, there we go, because he had some great smarmy one-liners in that movie.
That's not true, Gingy. I can think of one movie that Ryan Reynolds was in that you liked.
I might be missing one, but yeah, what we got?
Waiting.
Waiting wasn't bad. I did enjoy that. I kind of forgot about Waiting.
Yeah.
Did you see him in
Lampoon's?
Van Wilder.
Van Wilder?
I'm not normally into college comedies. Like I was just sort of, I didn't care about that movie. He might have been fine in it, but I just didn't give a shit. Just like Blade 3, I never saw because fucking Blade.
It wasn't.
See, okay, it was not terrible. It was a horrible Blade movie, but he was good in it. Did you ever see him in the movie? No. Well, you said you probably haven't seen him. There's a flick he was in called Buried, where it was a very dramatic movie. He was buried alive. He was a prisoner who was buried alive by Arab terrorists, and it was fucking creepy. And he was great.
I wanted to see that. I never did, but I loved the concept of that the whole thing was just shot, or practically the whole thing was shot in the coffin. I was like, oh man, that's some fucking risk-taking cinema. And I actually did want to see that, and I never did.
It was creepy.
I heard it was amazing in theaters because it was so dark. It was just made the whole thing claustrophobic. But yeah, I actually did want to see that. But okay, normally, a couple of exceptions. I'm normally not a big fan of his, and mainly just because I'm not normally a fan of the movies he does. It's not so much I don't like him, it's so much like the type of movies he's normally cast in aren't usually the kind of movies I go see. But I think Deadpool is kind of the role he was born to play. Like, and especially like all the shit. Like I love. He seems to be just having so much fun with it that I think it's going to translate into the movie. And it's like, and I forgot who said it. Somebody said it in an interview, and I agree with them completely, that even if I hear Deadpool is awful, I'm going to go pay to see it opening day, because if that movie tanks financially, no one's ever going to take a risk on an R-rated Marvel movie again. Like, no one wants to do an R-rated Marvel movie because they pretty much said, like, PG-13's the cross-target to make the most money. So they're taking a risk, and they would have really done the franchise a disservice if they would have edited it down.
The Comic-Con was it San Diego Comic-Con? I forget, but it was the panel I watched was really entertaining because like the director, first time director, I'm like, no, but he's assistant director in a couple things. Just because he's never had the reins doesn't mean he's got no experience. He's got mad experience. It's just the first time they went, here, and
it's the first time he hasn't been answering to someone else.
His big thing that I was really impressed by was, like, him and Ryan Reynolds kept pushing for, look, you said we have to bring it down to a PG. If you do this, Ryan Reynolds is dropping out because it's going to ruin the movie.
Yeah.
He can't do the movie justice. And I can't.
Put up a lot of his own capital.
He put up a ton of his own cash. He's getting.
Did he really? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He's been, well, as he keeps saying, he's like, I've always wanted to play this character. And 11 years ago, I thought we were on track to make the movie. Then the studio fell through. This movie's getting made because of the fans. That's awesome. So I was like, all right, I like this guy.
Yeah, that's why I'm pretty sure he probably leaked that air quotes leaked footage, because it's like it just it had to get tested, to see if there was any response.
There's one thing in the Deadpool trailer that actually made me interested in seeing the movie. Colossus.
How good does Colossus look?
He looks great.
Immediately, that's fucking Colossus.
Is he Colossus or is he Ajax?
No. See, here's the thing. The Colossus in the X-Men film was shit.
Yeah.
The Colossus that's in this is really good.
Yeah, it looks great.
No, I know, but I don't know a lot of the new moderner side characters.
Colossus is a fucking classic, dude. He's not new.
No.
He's original X-Men.
But on the panel, they didn't have anybody as this guy's playing Colossus. They had a big kind of bulky dude that I was like, okay, who are you? And they're like, he's Ajax. I'm like, oh, is Ajax the dude who looks like Colossus in the preview? Or is that Colossus?
I mean, he's wearing an X belt buckle, too. That's Colossus.
Oh, okay. I didn't notice the X belt buckle. I was like,
yeah. If you look real close, he's wearing like it's kind of something you can kind of call like, oh, that might be an X-Men uniform, but at the very least, he's definitely wearing a big X belt buckle.
Ajax comes up as a character name for something that's tied in with Deadpool shit. So he's a big armored dude who looks like his head's exposed. So it's like, okay, he's not. He kind of looks like somebody could bastardize him and say he's like Colossus, but I don't know.
I'm super into it. I really liked the way they did it. I like that they did his hair. Like his hair is armored and in that perfect stupid comic book haircut. Loved it. It was so blatantly Colossus. It made me happy. But yeah, so it's like what somebody was saying. Like, this movie has to be good, or I don't know if anybody will make or take the risk to make another R-rated, X-Men movie or Marvel movie. So it's like I'm probably gonna go see it opening night, even if I hear early reviews saying it's just hot garbage. Like I don't care.
It'll
I'm gonna
be
go see
great because the last 2 movies that I went, this isn't going to be mainstream because people are going to be like, I took my child to see a cartoon movie and it was profane. It's like, motherfucker, it was National Lampoon's doing something. What are you?
Like,
I'm back.
It never stops. But like how much Ryan Reynolds is having fun with this role is really exciting to me. Did you see Conan? Did you see the episode of Conan where they premiered
I missed
the
it,
trailer?
unfortunately. I've seen the trailer, but I missed the episode of Conan.
They did something really funny, and I really liked it. Well, for one, there was a unique Deadpool and Conan clip where Conan was getting a back rub from Deadpool in costume, and he was just sticking his hand in a big jar that was labeled Panda Tears, and but so in order to premiere this trailer, the censors made Conan TVMA that night, and that's the first time they've ever been TVMA in order to show that trailer. So there's a running gag the whole time. We're well, if we're TVMA tonight, we're gonna roll with it. And so Andy's giving him the bird the whole time. He's like, well, now I don't have to give you the finger under the podium. And they were cutting to the feed, well, now we can actually listen in on the mic feed of our stage director. And they cut into it, and he's like, "Yeah, camera left, shit nuts. Yeah, no, pan the fuck back." It's really, really funny. And they're like, "Yeah, and all of our camera crew's not wearing pants tonight." And they cut back, and all the camera guys are not wearing pants. It was really funny. So Ryan Reynolds came on and just really, really kind of went to town with it, and just that extra scene of him giving Conan a back massage was glorious.
So sorry,
just how much you see that kind of stuff.
I didn't mean to us just interrupt the middle of combat, but apparently Katie went to go get me because there is a random chicken on our backyard fence, just sitting on top of the fucking fence for no reason. And then dinner was ready, so I was like, well, I've already stopped it, so I'm gonna go ahead and eat.
Chickens are cool.
I don't like to normally break it in the middle of combat, so sorry about that.
Man, no worries.
Does it appear to be a girl chicken or a guy chicken?
I didn't get that close to check.
Did you have the conversation? Did you check ID?
I didn't.
Right. Are you here legally, chicken?
Right.
What you're saying is he might just be some random cock on a walk.
It's very possible. It's just a random cock on a fence, but it happens.
We used to have a neighborhood chicken that would get loose from whoever's property and just run around the neighborhood, but it stopped showing up.
That
I
makes
just
sense.
like the idea of the quote-unquote neighborhood chicken.
Yeah, well, it was. I used to go to work relatively early in the day, and we would see a chicken in the bushes, in our bushes, just a random chicken.
And the chicken would come out and go, "Yo, kid, you buy some weed?"
Hey,
I
want to buy some magic?
But that being said, it is Goat's turn. Goat, what are you up
It
to?
is Goat's turn. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. I did measure it out. Whoosh!
All right.
That's my regular move. Because I saw my druid in trouble, and I can get to him. And I will spend a key and go 4 bowl.
Okay.
Which makes the first 2 punches flurries, which they have possible secondary effects. And I will try for knockdowns, because these things look humanoidish. Where's the attack now? I gotta find them. They're in the middle of my page.
Thank you, Rico. There you go.
Oh, good catch, Rico.
Hey, yeah, good looking out.
5 more extra experience points for Rico. Get out from me.
Yeah.
Okay, so first one, second one, third one, fourth one.
All right, hang on.
Jesus. Chat room is going nuts about your damn screen.
Right. All right, it's fixed. Calm your tits.
We are reading chat. Calm down. There's a delay.
Second one missed. The rest of them hit.
Okay. So the first one was part of the flurry of blows because it gets the flurry of blows stuff when you call it the first two. So he needs to make a deck save or get knocked down.
All right. Does he
See,
get back
look
up
at that.
again?
I'm hooking up the druid. I'm trying to save the druid. Also known as Bluebeard.
We'll do branch.
It's a pretty good save.
Did he make it?
I believe my DC is a... Let me double check. 8 plus 4 plus... It's the level. 8 plus 4 plus 4. 8, 9, 10... 16. So he ties it, so he makes
So
it.
he makes it. All right, cool. Gingy, your turn, sir.
By God, he took damage.
He did.
Hadouken!
I am going to position myself,
All right.
And do I still feel myself coursing with magic?
It's only been one round. Yeah.
Okay. I am going to throw a lightning bolt straight down the middle of those two guys.
Okay. So do they get a dodge for that?
Let me double check. I'm looking for it. I forgot what
Okay.
that level that spell was. Let's see. Let's see. A lightning bolt. 5. Must make a deck save.
Okay. So before that happens, roll me a d20. Roll me 2 d20s and you have advantage.
What the effing fuck?
What the effing fuck? Yes.
I know, right? That's
Roll me a
Remember how you said that 10 and that 6 you rolled for your bonus hit point was going to be the
yeah, I
only
know,
difference you had?
right? Fucking.
There it was.
roll me a d100, please, sir.
That's beautiful.
It's not pure. No.
You were going to cast a lightning bolt of flowers at them. Poof!
I know. I'm gonna fucking cast a. Is there like a stream of hand jobs?
37. All right. So give me just a second, and I will.
The being surged with magic does nothing for me.
No, it does. It does. It just
It's a really powerful-
there's something else going on as well.
It's a super
does-
powerful wave of hand jobs.
right. It's gonna rub.
All right. Go ahead. What is the dice for the lightning bolt
8
for the damage?
8 to 6.
So what is 8d6's max damage? 8 times 6, 42?
That sounds like math.
Okay.
No, that's not. That can't be right because 8 times 5
Yeah,
is
wait.
40.
Yeah, you're right. Hold on.
48?
Hold on. Where
Yeah,
is
that's
space?
48.
Okay, Google. What's 8 times 6?
48.
Okay, Google. Yes, it's phone.
Google slow.
It's 48. It's fine.
I didn't say the answer
you
because
didn't
you
believe
started
me?
set-
All right.
It's not still thinking about it. I just like, well, you beat me to it. But
So, the largest lightning bolt you've ever seen arc across the sky was tiny compared to what comes out of Dr. Vitus's hands,
You're gonna
burning
regret
through
your
both of the ints. At the same time, those of you not blinded by the lightning bolt see that suddenly Dr. Vitus has grown this beard, but it's a beard of feathers that is just hanging from his face.
Dude, you're a bird man. I loved you in Birdman.
I am a bird person.
Can I get your autograph there, Mr. Keaton?
Dude, I love that movie. Why didn't I buy that? I need to own that movie.
Why did
You will.
That was a good movie.
You will.
God, I love
Anna,
that
does
movie.
19 hit your AC? I don't think it does.
Nope.
Okay. Alright, so those both miss. And Cypher, it is your turn. I believe you probably have noticed the combat and lightning bolts and what have you.
Okay.
Kamehamehas going on around you.
The largest lightning bolt you've ever seen, just crack a thumb, and all he does is glance up for a
He's
second.
like, that's nice.
What?
Huh, it's raining. And then he goes back to reading.
No, I have to turn around because apparently the light source is in front of me, so I need to turn so it's reflecting on the book. All right, so I look up, I see this clusterfuck. Holy shit. So what do I do in a story? Well, that one is got the druid and the monk. Those two are surrounding the fighter, and Dr. Vitus's hair has gone up all spiky and
What made of feathers?
anime.
I have got a Super Saiyan feather hair.
Super Saiyan feather beards.
All right, I'm going to go sit on Pigeon Santa's lap and ask for no.
It's like the super combo in Marvel vs. Street Fighter, where I'm just Hadouken.
That's right. It's like the 30-hit combo.
Or the Iron Man Eternal Optic Blast. Just me.
I want to play Marvel vs. Capcom 3 again now.
Right? So bad.
The new one?
Nah, well,
You're
I think
talking about the latest one, right? The one
3
they
was the
had-
latest one, yeah.
Yeah, well, no, they had 3, and then they had the Ultimate 3, which is the one that added Ghost Rider and a
Wow.
couple other characters.
I haven't played that one yet.
I like that it's got pre-movie Rocket Raccoon in it with this cool uniform, which I wish would have been more in the movie. I like that uniform.
Right. So I think that the only thing that I can do, because this one is sort of covered, is I guess I will aim at Happy Boy over here
Okay.
on the left, and I'm going to use Eldritch Energy, which is not magic. It's summoned by a greater old one. Yeah.
Roll me a D20 first.
Okay. D20. Here we go. D20. Roll.
Roll me a D100.
100.
You know, the only people here who aren't going to come out of this covered with feathers or grease or goo is me and Briel. We're going to be fine.
I'm already covered in scales.
Roll me a roll me an intelligence saving throw real quick.
Intelligence saving throw. Holy shit. Okay. Fuck. Fuck.
You're a sheep. You cast polymorph on yourself, and you are now a sheep for the next 6 rounds.
That's my
Alright.
jam, bro. You're stealing my moves.
I'm out of the fight, guys. 6 rounds as a sheep.
Man, there was some shit.
I can try to dispel it, but
Don't. Just do your thing, man.
Long pause. Long pause.
Steve, what are you doing?
Dying of jealousy of being able to turn into a sheep.
Like, how come I can't turn into a sheep? That's bullshit.
I don't even have the fucking stats for a sheep.
I mean, you got to be a tree. Isn't that like the ultimate
Alright,
druidic
yeah.
fantasy?
That's cool. Yes.
Like, I mean, that's right up there with like getting a handy from Gaia.
Yeah, that's true. All right, I'm gonna whip this bro right here. Whip him good.
When a problem comes along. That will miss.
You think you might have whipped me with that one a little bit.
Yeah. Right. Fuck.
Hashtag
Dude!
comic
Bro,
book.
bro, I'm
What
trying
I-
to help you.
Yeah, I rolled it.
Did you only get 1 attack with that?
Yep.
Okay. Anna? Or, I'm sorry, Steve, was there anything else you wanted to do?
No, that's
Okay.
literally all. I could do here. I'll go here.
You can move. Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you can put him. You can make him flanked or something, but yeah.
In my head, when I did that Kame Doken, I just imagined like a camera pan back to just the whole world with a lens flare on a part of it.
He is considered flank movement now,
Am
though.
I-
because Vitus
Yeah,
is behind him.
Right, but he's not within melee attack range for Dr. V.
Am I able to like get there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
There you go.
well,
Now he's flanked. There you go.
Well, yeah. Well,
All right.
no one can
Anna, what are you doing?
What with you being that close, I'm gonna like tap your shoulder and like point at like the scorch mark on the ground, like just fucking say that shit.
Well, considering that we're having Dragon Ball and Sheep all in one thing, this is fitting.
Sheep and ball.
Yes, the Shiva Ball. Is it the Shiva Ball link?
Yeah.
Sheepa.
The greatest Dragon Ball cover ever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna attack the one to the right.
All right.
Briel, you got this. All you. I'm gonna go take care of the sheep.
That'll hit. That'll hit.
These guys do not have good
That'll
ACs.
hit. No, they don't.
Yeah.
Krillin's ultimate nemesis is anything with a fist.
You just get the 3, Anna?
Yeah.
Okay, for some reason I thought you got 4. Alright, 23, 31, 32. Alright. And apparently our blood's not working tonight. I'm gonna go restart
the
the
blood
scripts.
splatter.
Yeah, let me restart the scripts real quick. They're finicky for some weird reason. And if they don't start right, then they just don't work. Alright, so that's Anna. Move this guy down here so Anna is flanked again.
Son of the bitches.
Nope.
Krill's
Doesn't matter at all.
nemesis is life.
This guy. Oh wait, he is knocked down, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
No, he made his deck save. He's not knocked down.
Oh, okay. In that case.
He did not get knocked down by it.
So he doesn't have to get back up again?
He doesn't have to get back up. He can move if he wants to. However, if he leaves my threatened zone, don't I get knocked up?
That's right. You are correct.
No, go ahead, run it.
No. Trying to remember. Trying to think of what he would probably do being flanked.
Wait, can I taunt him and go, yeah,
Move out of being flanked.
you should punch at me.
Let's see. I think Steve hit him last.
Yeah, Steve
Tried to.
Hey,
He
Tim,
He got his attention. Does 14 hit your AC, Steve?
no, wait, so he moved out of my zone?
No. He just
Still in our-
moved so he's not flanked anymore.
Wait, I don't see him.
He's diagonal below you.
He's here?
No. What are you marking? You're not even over there. Reload the page, Steve.
Okay.
I don't know what you're seeing. What's your AC?
It is numbers. It changed. I got a thing.
Doesn't that
Which
guy
one's
moving get like an attack of opportunity from like 3 of us?
No, he didn't leave it. He didn't leave
He
anybody's
opted
threatened
not to
zone.
go- He opted not to go around to your side once he
Yeah.
realized that I was standing there going, "Come on, batter up."
Okay, yeah, let me find my... Oh, that's what... I was like, I can't find my character sheet for some reason. It's because I reloaded the page. There we go.
Not changing Cypher's token to a sheep is you failing as a DM.
You know, I need to have a sheep ready, apparently. I really, as soon as it happened, I was like, God damn it, I wish I had a sheep token.
Dude,
If
you're wearing
ready,
a smartwatch.
if you're ready
You can
to,
go show me a sheep.
Yeah, but I
if you're
can't
ready to
Photoshop
swap
it.
out tokens,
That's
I
fast.
will provide you with all of my animal tokens.
He doesn't
Nice.
want to have that in his fucking browsing history, dude, because God
Dude, I
only
don't-
knows.
Dude,
Or it
I
might-
don't give a
might
shit.
end
I
up
do
with, like,
that-
dolphins
I've done
blowing
that
each
at
other.
parties just to fucking make myself laugh. Like tell my watch to show me a
Okay.
big black dick and
Uh,
stuff.
Jason, my AC is 21.
Okay, so the first one missed, the second one crit. So you're going to take double damage from this. So 30 damage.
15.
Why 15? Can you not be crit?
I know the fighter's the only one
God damn it.
who can't be crit, but I
Yeah,
know that.
I'm wearing the armor that.
Right.
Crit. That's-
Steve was saying that that it was 15, so I was trying to figure out why he was saying that.
Oh, he was just saying that because he wants it to be 15.
Ah, okay.
That's what it is.
Okay.
Steve,
so
sorry.
15.
No, you take 30. It's a crit.
Oh, it's a... Fuck,
So he kind of like split your head open with his morning star.
ow.
Your brains are a little sloshed. Goat, what are you doing?
Is my blood also blue?
No, because it got exposed to air. I'm just kidding. I know that that's not a thing.
Hey.
Let's see. If I move, then its turn is either I forgot if he's the 0 guy or not, but it might give Saren. If we flank him, what you say is we get advantage on that attack.
Yeah, you get advantage on attacks if
Then
if
I
the
will
target is
move
flanked.
to try to keep him between me and Saren. 'Cause,
Okay.
you know, a druid in the hand is worth 3 in the bush, and I will blow another key point to do 4 attacks.
All right.
First 2 are going to be flurry. Other 2 are just regular attacks. There's 1.
That'll hit.
There's 2.
That'll hit.
There's 3.
All right, they all hit. Let's see.
And
I'm gonna do
it-
damage
oh, it
first.
did roll 4.
19.
Wow, roll 20 just hiccuped for me bad. So
30.
it showed 4, right? I don't need to click anymore?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. He needs dex saves on the first 2 then to avoid getting knocked down.
Okay. So he is
I
still
will try not
alive.
I will try not to knock him down into Steve. Well, it could be funny.
Yeah, he's knocked down.
Woohoo!
All right.
Steve,
Me or
cool
the
on this
dude?
bitch.
The ant.
Okay.
Um,
Nice.
there we go. All right, and the blood's back. Yay.
Hey,
Gingy, what are you doing? Staring in stunned silence.
I'm thinking. Well, I'm going to
He's-
throw a chromatic orb made of fire at the dude downrange of me.
He's risking it with more magic.
What else can I do?
Wait a minute.
You can do
Is
what
there
I do,
any
turn into a sheep.
Is there any chance of wild magic that his beard comes to life? Every feather a little bird?
If I remember lore correctly, that beard is permanent until I sneeze.
It is.
But I want the feathers to come to life, so you can have just cockatoos on your
So, roll me a d20, Gingy.
Come on, Gigi, come on.
Alright, let's do this.
Roll me a d100.
So what's the D20 for?
I'm not telling. Alright, go ahead and roll your damage for your spell. Or roll to hit with your spell, rather.
Alright, let's see. Trying to see what the defense is on that. I believe it's just a ranged spell attack. Yeah. So you gotta roll against.
A ranged spell attack should be
No, it's just to hit.
hit his AC.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Chromatic orb, that's a fun spell.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm declaring
It's just got
fire
so
on
many,
it.
Yeah, it's got so
Okay.
many possibilities.
That's why I picked it.
It is fancy.
Oh,
Well.
my.
Life's fun.
Roll me a d20, please, sir.
Oh,
Fucking-
See how bad you crit. Or how bad you botched, rather.
God damn it. It's like the orb is not fire, it just comes out made of like kisses.
So, what happened there is,
Might have hit me.
right before you cast your spell, you feel that same surge of arcane power that you felt before the lightning attack.
oh God.
What's the max damage on an arcane orb? Or charismatic orb?
Chromatic orb,
4d8,
yeah.
48, so
32.
32. And you feel this power and you throw the orb, and unfortunately the power kind of makes you arc your throw a little bit, and it take 32 points of damage.
No, I have damage reduction against
I think it's fire.
Oh,
So,
fucking great. Yeah, she's a dragon.
32.
Nice.
Good thing we used to be energetic.
Yeah,
The great thing is that so far, every time Anna has been at a ranged position from a caster, she gets smacked in the back of the head by a
God.
spell.
I cast that spell like I tried to throw my garbage
So take
away.
16 points of damage, Anna.
I just sort of jump shot it and was like, Dr. J! And just fucking missed completely.
Top of the key goes for 3 and misses.
Yep. Bounces off the guy's head and hits her in the face and explodes.
So,
By
So
the way,
Anna.
I want to take a moment to appreciate what I'm drinking tonight.
Is that
The-
stuff?
No, I'm going with Not Your Father's root beer.
oh, that stuff is so good.
It's fucking legit.
It is, isn't it?
That's legit as fuck.
I'm actually going to go grab one here in just a second.
Yeah,
That's- they are good.
I got
I've
root
got-
beer, but it's not that.
I'm currently double fisting a daisy cutter from my local half-acre brewery and a Mike's Harder black cherry lemonade.
Oh.
Is that the one that you
Wow.
fluffed for a minute before you drink it?
What is it with these titles? It's like a bigger, blacker dick of liquor. What
Right.
the hell?
Anna, what's
Well,
your
so
AC?
presumably there's the hardest lemonade. I've
Is
got,
there? I have not seen
Hey,
the hardest.
guys, the GM's trying to murder Anna.
No, it's fine.
Talking about booze.
It's what? 20? Okay, so that's going to hit. So 9 points of damage from a battle axe to the back of your slightly burned head. And
I officially crit her eyebrows.
10 points of damage from a morning star.
Oh, Jesus. Smash damage.
Because she's flanked, he got advantage and actually hit. So. And that'll take us to Corvo. Cypher, what are you doing?
Bah.
Oh, that's right.
He runs around, eats some grass.
Let me see. I need a sheep icon or something here so that I know you're.
Well, or at least a marker to let you know
No.
I'm sheeped.
Yeah.
It was sheer luck that one of these giant...
Ah.
would you say that was a sheep shot?
it was a sheep shot. It was
Look.
a sheep shot.
These puns are mutton to laugh at. All right.
These puns are just getting my goat
Will you get back to the game?
eventually. Steve, what are you doing?
I like that. There you go. Draw
Very nice.
the sheet back
Yeah.
over. And then
On the sheet.
Okay, I'm just gonna whip that boy.
Whip it.
Has a
You have
problem come
advantage.
along?
Oh, I do have advantage. Yay!
He is down, so it's
Yes.
actually kind of an easy shot to make.
All right, that'll
The
hit.
16. Yay!
nice.
All right.
What does blue mean?
Yeah.
Blue means you had a botch and a crit.
Wow.
Huh. I've never seen that.
Yep.
I've never noticed
It's
that.
happened a couple times.
It's extra flair.
Anna. What are you up to? Or Steve, I'm sorry, I keep doing this. Steve, did you want to move or anything?
No, it's okay. I understand. I'm in my reduced functionality human mode.
4 damage. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do anything else.
Okay.
I'm happy.
So, all right, that's going to give you... Yeah, it's going to give this guy an attack of opportunity on you.
Times 2.
Okay, so let him make it real
1d8
quick.
plus 4 and 4.
16 would have missed. All right, so your turn.
So that moves by. Where did the die go?
That'll hit, and I believe that first one's enough to kill him.
God,
Yeah.
she fucking impales the shit out of people.
Do you want me to reroll, or do you just use that against this guy?
No, you can break your movements up like that. That's fine. And we'll just use that one. And all right.
Whenever she stabs people, we should get an animation from fucking Ninja Scroll up.
Right?
Right.
Yeah. It's close.
I want to see something better with my Kame Doka, and I was hoping that would just explode them like fucking grapes in the microwave.
You did more than half damage to them, or over half their life with that one shot. So I wouldn't complain too much.
Just wanted to see like a single tear come out of one of their eyes as they remember their childhood.
Yeah, right.
Steve, take 9 points of damage from my battle axe. Guys, he's not giving up.
Wait, he had a. Oh,
That
it
guy
was,
stand up.
Oh, he didn't move, but yeah, he did stand up.
He did stand up.
Yeah.
Right. Can I get my attack of opportunity on him?
Sure.
Oh, I roll a 22 fucking initiative, and I'm a sheep. What the fuck?
It didn't do much, but it's an extra little free hit on him.
It's enough.
Yeah. And I thank Rico
By
for
one.
always pointing that out to me. Like if something has to stand up next to you as a monk, you can get a free shot at it.
All right. And Gingy, what are you doing?
That's my dog.
Wait, no, it's actually Goat's turn.
I was about to say, like, that seems early.
Yeah. Goat, what are you doing?
Flexing my bloody fists. And let's see, Anna's doing. You know, Anna, do you want to finish one up here? Real, you got that one? It's all you?
Just kill it.
No? All right, I'll move down one square, and we will of course keep up the trend of spend the key, do 4 attacks.
It's
That one's
flank,
gonna be a
so
fumble though.
Go ahead and roll me a d20 there.
I will roll a d20 first.
That's a real bit.
Wow, confirmed fumble.
Roll me another d20. Yeah.
Wow.
Can I come over the uncanny valley and make it a good hit?
Nope.
Fuck, yeah, just go full circle.
Oh.
All right.
Now, you want that to make me lose the rest of my attacks this turn?
I'm debating on what to do.
Because I won't roll any more dice if you tell me to.
Yeah, don't roll anything for the time being. I'm going to think that you have probably slipped in the pool of blood there on the forest floor.
Oh, hubris! Thy
And-
name is me.
Roll and hit your head on a root, stunning you further round.
I am drunk, so I got all of the booze that came out of Saren's bloodstream.
That fucking roundhouse, wild.
All right, Genji, what are you up to?
I am going to throw a magic missile at Happy Boy down there.
Roll me a d20 first. All right, roll me a d100.
Yeesh.
you hit me again. I'm gonna
Did it
hit you
again.
back.
You, Genji, you regain your lowest level's expended spell slot
Nice.
Alright.
instead of the magic missile going off.
Wait, so I don't get to attack, I just get...
Right,
Nope.
you
So
get a
that-
spell slot back.
Wait.
So
But
basically, the magic missile you just cast comes back to you.
Right, that's
Right.
what I'm trying to think. Like, I guess it just because that was my lowest spell slot. All right, fuck it.
Was it a boomerang? Magic missile
here's
was like.
No, here's the thing. And because he didn't successfully cast the spell, because the spell didn't go off, does it count as an expended spell slot?
Yes.
Yes, because he was
Okay.
trying to cast the spell. It
So
would have
it's-
cast
it's
had he
so-
not
so
been in
just
wild
nothing
magic.
has happened.
Right.
As if nothing
So,
occurred at all.
so you
Yeah.
shoot your hand out, and instead of magic missiles, you get the little like sparkly things that Jubilee gets when she uses her powers.
It's like a flag comes out of my hand and it says "fuck."
Bang!
This bang, right?
All right.
Says shit.
This ending with the 0 initiative.
It's just like a fart noise and a puff of smoke.
So he's gonna attack Goat because he sees Goat laying on the ground.
I'm laying on the ground going,
So have an advantage on these.
oh yeah. Oh, that hits.
17 points from the battle axe
Bonk.
God.
and 7 points from the Morning Star.
So 24. Got
Yep.
it.
In case you guys are wondering why a Morning Star is piercing damage, it's a ball with spikes on
That's
it.
right.
not a
Spikes on it.
stick.
Doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
They-
Cypher,
Spikes
bah.
Bah. Yeah. That's it.
Steve,
I'm reading.
All
I'm
right.
reading as a sheep. That's
Yes. Saren's going to come up on this fella.
I'm just gonna roll up on him
And-
like that.
What's up?
No, just go ahead.
And whip him.
That'll hit.
Yeah.
And there's Steve with those blue rolls again.
Just because I'm a blue boy.
Anna, your turn. That'll hit, and that'll be enough to kill him.
What am I missing here? 1d8 plus 4d4 is equaling 22?
What? Yeah,
The 1d8 plus 4d4.
yeah.
Alright.
So he rolled an 8, and then he rolled 44, which is 4,
He rolled
5.
an 8, and then he rolled a 4, a 1, a 2, and a 3.
Yeah.
The
So
math
no,
is
that should have
confusing
been.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
well,
math is confusing me on it.
that's weird.
He had a +2 to his
Oh.
Hey, don't get me wrong. You know,
Yeah, no.
it's confusing me. That's all.
No big deal. That's fine. Alright, so that is everybody, and a moment later, Corvo is no longer a sheep.
Oh man.
A mosquito
no, he
bit
said
me on the
machine.
palm of my hand.
I must have-
sheep.
I must have drunkenly blacked out there. I thought for a second there, Dr. V was trying to make out with two-headed giants, and Corvo was like having sex with sheep or something because I heard this bah sounds. Why am I laying down on the ground?
If we shear Corvo now, when
Yes.
he comes back, is he gonna be bald?
These are questions that I demand answers to.
There's only one way to find out.
Shave him.
Be warned, if I do come back in a way different than I am, and you've seen the stuff that I carry with me and what I'm capable of doing, I just want
So-
to keep that in mind.
Shave
Is he a sheep? Is he a sheep with like a blood tube strapped to his back and a bunch
He
of
is.
stacked on his head? Jibs on the books if he doesn't come back.
I want to give him a lion cut.
We should
Wait a
shave
minute.
his butt. And
Wait a minute. Am I back on my feet there?
You are.
There, Jim.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stumble over to Dr. V because I kind of just gave myself a concussion and just try to tug one of the feathers off his chin.
I form a fireball in my hand and just stare at you.
Do you want these
Nah,
to
son.
stay there?
Nah.
No.
Nah,
They look
son.
kind of cool. They
I
look
will,
kind of
I
cool.
will. I will sneeze.
Okay. The fire, the
Oh.
feathers go flying all into the Botcher's
Shameless
face.
player knowledge used as if it was the character.
It's
Completely love it.
all right. No,
hey,
I don't care.
Dude, I'm a magician.
We-
I
there's so
probably
much-
know this shit.
There's so much metagaming that goes on in this game
We
that I
should
don't
keep the
care.
feathers. Did they
Could be
disappear?
magic.
That
Since,
could be.
Since I'm a sorcerer, not a wizard, all my magical power comes from within. Those feathers could be imbued.
I think we should keep them. You got it, boss. I'll gather up the feathers for you.
All right.
I want
So-
to search these things. But I can't.
Okay. What are you looking for? Anything in particular, or just kind of seeing what they had on them?
Yeah, just searching everywhere. I've never seen it.
Okay. So on them, they have a nice fragrant loincloth. A battle axe and morning star that are both real roughly made. They're really just kind of sticks and sharpened stone. Yeah, other than two heads, the only other kind of discerning feature about them is they look vaguely orcish.
Alright, I want to look for where they, like, live. Around
Okay.
here.
Yeah, they might have been wanderers. They were actually at an adventuring party. We just murdered them off.
Roll me a perception check, Hannah. So you're able to find some tracks, but they head off into the woods to the north, and you eventually, a few feet in, lose them in the underbrush.
So boss, why did you go wandering off? Did you know these guys? Did you owe them money?
I heard a thing.
Roll me a perception check, Gingy.
Fart.
No, you're not finder removing traps.
Oh my god. Yeah.
You no longer hear the thing. You in the fray. It sounds like you lost the hearing it, and you're not able to pick it back up at this point.
Damn it.
Okay. I was gonna say that if those were sirens, man, those were some funky ass sirens. But...
You know, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. So.
Well, he's listening for it now, and it's
No,
just not there anymore.
Yeah.
Anybody inquiring of Gingy what he was doing, or
I
what's
just
going on?
asked him. I was like, did you owe those guys money or something? Did you know them?
Well,
They
I
were
will.
shipmates?
Before I answer, I'll listen for the siren, and once it's gone, I'll sort of shake my head and just nothing. Just fucking nothing.
Why is there a decapitated sheep on the screen?
I am
I'm
no
just
longer a
kidding.
sheep. 6 rounds has passed. I am back to being me.
That means your head rolls away.
Well, at least we got some feathers out of it. Make a nice
Aw.
pillow.
Alright. Let's clean this up just a little bit. Gingy,
A bear with angel wings.
actually. So that we can reuse this map, I'm just going to get rid of the bloodstains real fast.
You know, that's what every cheap
Okay.
hotel does. We can
It's
reuse
true.
Stuff. Just kill it with the bloodstains. We're
Just
good.
get the bloodstains off of it. We don't have to
Also,
replace the mattress.
Get that
Please.
smell of gin and hooker tears out of the
Pull
mattress.
the cover sheet up a little higher.
Alright. So you guys continuing to walk down the path, or what are you doing? That's probably a better question.
Can we don't want to stay in the zone of wild magic. We should probably find the quickest way out without touching anything.
Says you.
So
It's actually been pretty entertaining for us non-casters.
There's stuff that can be learned here.
Yeah, as a sheep.
Yeah, but like, what if we go to the egg?
who was that? Who was that?
Babacab.
Babacab. Thank you for that follow. Appreciate that. Even if the one word that I've seen you say in chat is smegma, but I still appreciate the follow.
I missed the one word. I hope it was 100% out of context.
No,
Just-
it was
Just
you found a
talking-
dirty rag on the
He's talking about the loincloth for the ants.
loincloth is all schmegmy. It's like, oh,
Oh God, is that a word? Schmegme.
yeah.
It is now.
To be consisting of smegma.
To
I
be
guess.
schmegmud.
be schmegmud.
To be schmeg
Do we-
schmegmead.
The act of schmegmaing.
Schmeggled.
Schmegmaing? I don't know.
Schmeggled.
Alright, so Cypher, you are at the top of the initiative. What are you up to?
Okay. What are these creatures? What are they?
These are intons. Intent? Oh.
E-T-T-E-N?
Yes.
Yeah.
Whatever that word is plural.
Yeah.
Edens. There we go.
Edmonds, yeah, exactly.
You have probably read and seen information on them in books. They're
right.
not that
not
rare.
uncommon.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so there is nothing that can be learned from them because it's already been recorded. So, I guess I will say, where are we going from here?
Well, we're still bound for the village of Outland.
Atlant?
I'm
That's
sure
outlet?
we have an idea of where we're
Okay.
going. Which direction is what I mean. Where are we going from here?
We're going this way.
Yeah. That would be, it is east, so east is fine.
Okay, then as long as I know what direction I'm walking, I'll look forward to see if there's anything in my way, and I see that it's a relatively clear path, I'll go back to reading.
It is a path. It seems relatively well maintained.
That's what I'm saying. It's a clear path. I'll go back to reading because I know that I can walk safely. So, though the fact that I was turned into a sheep. Well, see, that's the thing. Did I recognize that I was turned into a sheep? Because it was only a few seconds. Imp.
Did
Weird.
you-
Weird,
Yeah,
my
you're
mic muted
picking that
itself for whatever
you go.
reason. You were a sheep for a minute.
A minute,
So it's
okay,
long
so it
enough for
was-
you to recognize that, hey, I'm a fucking sheep, what the hell? Why do I like grass all of a sudden? And then you're back to yourself.
Okay, then instead of reading, I'm going to write. I'm going to be basically recording my thoughts on the process of being polymorphed into a sheep, and record all the information that I could, sensory memory, that kind of thing. Anything that can be used for, or anything that I would feel is vital information.
Okay, give me a intelligence check. Let's see how much you remember.
Okay.
Yeah, you can pretty much get everything down to pretty accurate detail.
In fact, it
Okay.
won't ever leave your memory. I can't
It'll
get it
be
out of my head.
burned into my skull. I wake up screaming, bah!
There are nights that you wake up with the taste of grass in your mouth and you're not quite sure why.
How did I end up in this field? Why am I naked?
That's right. All right, Steve, what are you up to?
Where?
Okay. So I'm gonna like look over the map with Brielle, and see if like how far into the zone we think we are.
Okay. You guys roll me or actually, Anna, roll me an intelligence check real quick.
You got Santa.
With
Another
favored.
20s.
All right,
Yeah.
So, Steve, you are going to roll an intelligence check with advantage and +3
Yeah.
from Anna's assistance.
That's a map making
30. All right, so you guys working together are able to pinpoint exactly where you are on the map. You are just on the edge of that hashed out area that was indicated on the map. And your guess is that it's probably going to take you about 6 hours following this path to get through that hashed out zone.
Okay. So I would suggest to the rest of the party that instead of spending 6 hours in the Wild Magic Zone, we could go around it and be faster.
That is not accurate.
Well, okay,
It would
so if
probably take you longer to walk around it. It would take you 12 hours.
Yes, but we can use magic outside of the magic zone.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, I didn't
whereas
think about
we
that.
don't want to use.
Legit observation is legit.
So,
Cast its spell again?
I've got one more of those.
Okay. Well, I say
That'll-
we get out of this crazy ass.
So as long as we don't run into another bullshit, and it's not for the entire day. It's like 8 hours of that. So we'll still be like walking it for a bit, but it's a lot faster than we could get through here just walking.
Jane, stop this crazy thing.
We could walk away. How far away you want to get from here before we try to cast that spell again?
We are just inside of it, so several minutes.
How many hours walk? How many miles is it from here to where we're trying to get to?
It's about a 6-hour walk.
I'd say we should at least walk for an hour and get away from this crap.
Yeah, no, like we should walk back.
We just entered the bad zone.
Yeah,
We need
get
to
out of the bad
exit
zone.
the bad zone, cast the spell, and go around the bad zone.
Wait, okay, wait. You're saying, well, but what Saren's saying is walk back west, cast it again, and then go
Yep.
around.
Yes.
Yep.
We don't know the extent of it north or south, though. But if we just keep heading east,
we can
closer.
the two of us can figure out where we are in relation to it on the map. We have a pretty good idea of where we are.
You know the effective range of a wild zone of magic? That's the question.
Yep, it's been mapped. Look at this map.
I can't see. Oh, scroll down. Hey, scroll down.
The real question is that who took the time to map out a wild magic area? Like, the stuff that they have to do to fucking determine that this is the area where wild magic is effective. It means they have to keep casting spells.
That map maker is probably 40 foot tall, blue, on fire with a feather beard.
The on fire was me. That wasn't like a crazy thing that happened. You
Or
remember
was
when I
it?
turned, or was it? But you guys know how I turned into a bear that's on fire?
You know who makes the best maps? That 40-foot tall, bearded, feathered, fucking flaming psychopath. He makes the best maps.
That's right.
I always
So-
wondered why he was that way.
So what you're saying is we're closer to this side than
Yeah.
going east end.
We like just got inside it when like shit started going on.
Well, what's the bro Holder think? I think is what we should be asking.
I think if she came to the party, she knew what she was getting into, bruh.
Grass on the field.
Fuck. That's awful.
Oh god.
Like my women, like I like my whiskey.
Aged and in a barrel?
12 years old mixed with Coke.
God. Alright, anyway, so it sounds like you guys are walking around the wild magic zone, is that right?
Yep.
Okay.
We're going to go back east until we get to the edge of it.
Okay. So you guys make your way, and it does take you about 4 hours, a little bit longer, but nothing terribly bad to get around it this way. Gingy, roll me a perception check real quick.
Sorry, I'm just my brain is still putting more punchlines to like my women, like I like my whiskey. I'm like Japanese with my dick in them, but
Dick and Japanese whiskey. All right.
oh, sorry. Where were you? My brain fucking tumored out.
No problem.
I got stroked off for a second there.
Perception check, please.
We
Okay.
do have blue people in East.
Here's the thing for you, storyteller. We are in a known wild magic area, which means that anything can happen if a spell is cast.
Mm-hmm.
Which means there's a potential to learn something. I'm going to leave it to you
Oh,
to
God.
decide if I'm going to end up casting spells while we're in this fucking thing or not.
You monster.
I'm just saying, dude. This
No,
is
it's a
opportunity for
valid
It's totally,
point.
it's totally in character, but
Yeah.
It
fuck.
is.
Okay. Listen, we were just inside because the spell was dispelled
Right, we hit
right
the edge.
inside, so we hadn't been inside that for very long. So if we did cast, it was within a short time frame that you could have cast something that would have done anything.
Because your character was directly affected by the wild magic by being polymorphed, I will say that you probably do have a strong desire to study this.
Mm-hmm.
So I will say, yeah, that instinct to stay behind and try it out some more is probably
So-
very high on your character's priorities right now.
Yeah.
So Corvo is saying he'd rather stay here and take the long way walking through, that way he gets maximum exposure to this zone.
Basically, what this comes down to is if we're going to have a discussion on which way to go, my first question is where we're trying to accomplish or where we're trying to get to at the end of this path?
Yep.
Is there any other way to get to where we're going to beyond going down this path?
Yeah.
We don't
Yeah,
have to.
going around. But we can go around it.
We don't have to take the easy route.
there is a way for somebody to get to where we're going without having to take this path to get there.
Correct.
So that means that
Well, okay.
that means that I can go along this path, do what I need to do, and meet you guys there.
It's a terrible idea, but if you really want to, what if we walked alongside it? We walked outside of the zone. You walked inside of the zone. We're within eyeshot of each other. If you get turned into a tree and need someone to help you, we'll be there.
Well, what's the scale of this mapped out zone?
Okay, the whole point of us leaving this area was so you could cast that spell that made us go faster.
Yeah, so you can fly in the wild magic zone. We'll fly out of the wild magic zone.
No, the spell was dispelled when we entered the zone. That's why you got partially in the tree, right?
Was it
someone
dispelled?
casts-
Was it dispelled when we entered the zone, or was it dispelled because I got trapped?
No, it was dispelled because you hit that tree.
Yeah.
And that's when it stopped. It was because you hit the tree and became one with the tree.
Yeah.
But
so
he
it
shouldn't
seems
have hit
like.
the tree. Because he was,
Well, no, we weren't thinking about it because like we were just dodging through stuff. But like interacting with the environment seems to have the effect. So now that we know, we can fly above.
Well, or that tree might have been magical in some way. So you hitting it, it like has a defense. You were the first guy to walk into it. The rest of us didn't walk that straight path into it.
And had Vitus not been attracted by the sound of the siren, we wouldn't even known that this zone was here to begin with, because we wouldn't have wandered into it, and the spells wouldn't have backfired. So,
Hey, gotta follow your heart, man.
I'm not complaining because it's something for me to learn, so I'm happy. Now, the only reason why I'm saying this is because I know it's going to slow down everybody else. This is something my character is going to do because that's what he would do. So.
well, I don't want to split up the party, so I guess we're going straight.
Yeah. You know what? It seems only fair. We tried it. The spell got us a distance in. Granted, we were slowed down by it being turned off, a little wild magic in a fight, but it did get us faster than walking that way. So there's nothing wrong with taking the slow way the rest of the way.
And the great thing is that the wild magic effect even went off with my cantrip, and I can cast unlimited cantrips. Ergo, I can cast as much as I want in this to find out what's going to happen. Hee hee.
Okay, well, Taryn's going to take care to stay very far away from.
Alright, so you guys are walking the border with Corvo in the zone and everybody else outside of it?
No, it sounds like we're just walking down the path.
You're just walking down the path. Okay. So, let's see. Yeah. So we are we'll start back over at the top of the order then.
I will assume my standard walking position next to my man who likes to bury his head into the notebook.
Cast a spell, write some shit. Cast a spell, write some shit.
Roll me a D100 cipher.
D100, okay.
Turn into a sheep, forget what I am, eat grass.
So you cast a spell in your testing everything, and suddenly you are very greasy and sticky, or not
Ew.
sticky. You're covered in grease.
Ew. Okay. I'm going to try to write down something.
All right. So after a minute of struggling with your pen, you end up having to like grab it in both hands and like put the paper on the ground to be able to actually write on it.
Yeah.
All right. While he's covered in grease, is anybody else doing anything other than walking down the path?
I'm gonna point at him and go, ew! Exactly.
Yeah, staying away from him.
Give me a hug. Give me a hug.
Gross.
We're all friends. Give me a hug.
I will
Get
offer
rid,
him.
guys.
I will offer Corvo one of the filthy rags that's in my backpack to wipe off some of the grease from his hands so he can write. Here you go, man.
All right. Go ahead and a few minutes later, after you've written down everything about being covered in grease that you can think to write, you cast another spell. Go ahead and roll a D100. 82. You feel like you could cast another spell immediately.
Okay. Well, I'm basically casting a light over and over. Well,
Okay.
actually, no, that's not true. I'm going to try different spells to see if the effects of the wild magic is affected by the type of magic that's being cast. So whatever it was that I cast, I feel that I can cast again. So I would cast.
You feel like you could cast any other spell immediately.
Yeah.
Or take another action if you in gaming terms you could take another action. If,
I'll just cast again if I
Alright.
have the if it feels like it.
go ahead and roll. There you go. Let's see. Hang on, I'm using this to keep track of how many you're gonna get.
You know what? Rico was at a good point. They're over in Twitch.
Half the table.
Here you go. You get half your result. It takes us almost twice the time.
All right. So feels like you're really, really, really sober all of a sudden.
As compared to what? I've never been drunk.
Oh. Well, in that case. But you can't actually get drunk for the next... let's see how long it affects you. Hang on.
You feel
16
sober.
days.
Nice.
Oh my God! Should we double check this? I can summon up some cheap booze for you to chug to make sure.
He wouldn't know.
I wouldn't.
Yeah,
know.
he wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Oh, trust me, I'll look at you and I'll be able to tell if you're drunk.
No,
No.
I wouldn't know that I couldn't get drunk. There's no way
Right.
for me to know that.
He has no point of reference.
He doesn't
Yeah.
sense. He doesn't sense it. He just feels tingly.
All right. Go ahead and roll me a d100.
Is it an odd feeling in your cockles?
Ooh, 97. We're getting up there.
You get up to the big numbers.
97. Narwhal, can you shamefully plug an event?
I like events.
Does it involve covering
go
someone
for
with
it.
grease and turn them into a sheep?
Go for it. If it's something that I decide is probably not okay, then I will purge it and we'll move on. But yeah, go right ahead. 97. Cypher, you are surrounded by a faint ethereal music that only you can hear.
Great. Now I'm distracted.
You are.
So I'm gonna perk up from what I'm doing and look around, and see if I can find where the source of the music is coming from.
Okay. So you search for a minute, but you aren't able to actually locate any source of the music at
Of the
all.
music. Okay.
Go ahead and roll me another one.
All right. Roll. 58. I think I've seen this one before.
You've seen a 54 before.
Drunk stream.
Drunk stream and giveaway. Yeah, that's completely okay. Go ahead and drop your a link to your channel if you want, man. Let's see. So 58. Are you wearing cloth?
I am. Yes, I'm wearing my cloak, my cowl, and cloak, and my normal
Batman costume.
Yes. No. They're not.
Hashtag
They're
Superman numbers.
They're not priest robes, but they're clergy. They look like clergy robes because basically they're just, dusty.
And what are
Lighting
you
stuff.
and what are you holding in your hands?
It would be a book of some parchment and a quill.
Okay. So your parchment and your robes burst into flames.
Ah!
I scream.
I hope it's high pitched.
I scream and I start frantically trying to put the fire of the parchment out.
Darren-
I'm not
Darren
even paying
says,
attention
"Up
to the
in
fact that
hole."
I'm not paying attention to the fact that my clothes are on fire. I'm worried about the information that's being burnt.
So the more your fingers touch the parchment, the more it catches on fire.
Wow, I have to say I reflexively would do it. I had mentioned that I filled my alchemy jug with the cheapest booze I could conjure,
Mm-hmm.
Oh god.
and he just suddenly burst into flames, so I am now dumping 2 gallons worth of the cheapest beer ever over his head trying to put out the fire.
Oh,
Right,
thank
my
God.
reflex. I'm sorry, bro.
No, that's fine. When
Reflex.
you said alcohol, I was like, oh great.
No,
he's
it's,
getting
I said
gasoline.
cheapest booze possible. Blue swill beer.
Okay.
Cheap swill beer. Gloosh. Does he
I know. Well, so it's definitely going to mess up the rest of the notes.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
anywhere that your fingers, that your skin is touching, basically, if it's something flammable, it's catching fire. So now the grass and the underbrush around you are catching fire.
Holy shit. Okay. Yeah, I'm screaming like a lunatic, by the way.
I'm just going to keep summoning more cheap booze to try to put them out. It just seems like the thing to do.
I don't have anything that I can do to counter this. That's the sad part. Yeah, okay. We're not anywhere near that body of water, are we?
This is
let's
like
see.
the
You guys are walking down the path,
railroad.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could, yeah, you probably are at least in sight range of that that river.
Then I will run screaming towards the water.
Okay, so Corvo takes off, leaving a trail of flaming footsteps behind him as the underbrush where he stepped catches fire. But makes it to the river. We are going to stop there because that's going to start a whole new scene that we don't have time for tonight.
Yeah.
So I'm just running after him, trying to throw more beer on the flames.
All right, so that was an interesting evening.
Yeah.
I like Wild Magic Zones. We should do this more often.
Yeah, it's
I'll bet you a good time.
It was. You guys that are paying attention, are paying attention. You guys that are in Twitch, we are doing a giveaway tonight. If you haven't gotten in on raffle tickets, if you've won before and you want another chance to win, buy yourself raffle tickets. Do it now. And yeah, Gingy, if you draw me a bro holder, I will totally make that the
I will
the
see
icon.
if I can get some time together to sketch that out.
I think that's gonna be fantastic.
We'll see how my work week goes.
Let's see. I'm gonna just take time for shameless self-promotion plugs. Wednesday is going to be our D&D Basics game. Unfortunately, 2 of our players last week had a family issue, so we had to skip, but we will be doing it this Wednesday. That game runs from 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to 11 p.m.
So there will be a basics.
There will be a Basics game this week. We had to skip last week's just due
Skip last
to family issues for 2 of the players. And then what else is going on? So Extra Life this year is on November 7th. And that is a Saturday, and I will be DMing a 24-hour D&D game because apparently I fucking lost my mind. Steve is going to be playing, Cypher's going to be playing, HP Fox is going to be playing, Voltage Spike is going to be playing, 2 of my local friends are going to be playing. I think that's everybody. I think that covered everybody. We also have people in backup spots already, which I didn't realize how big and like popular this was going to be. So apparently people just want to fucking play D&D for 24 hours, so we're going to do it. It's going to be a lot of fun, but what we're doing is we're taking donations for children's hospitals with that. We have a team set up for it on Extra Life, and if you guys feel like donating for the children's hospitals, that's going to go to a good cause. It's all tax deductible, all that good shit. The children's hospital that I am raising money for is the one that my son has had some surgeries at, so it's especially
Good deal.
important to me.
That'd be the one. Is that the one in Oregon?
Yeah.
I forgot the name of it, but I'm like, I fucking know the one close.
Rico,
to that area.
I have a couple of people being stand-ins already, but if you want to be another stand-in in case somebody bails on me, then yeah, you feel free to.
Could you maybe use Rico like you could possibly use me or Gingy?
Maybe I don't.
Wingman GM.
I've never had anybody kind of help me GM, and it was kind of weird. So I don't know how I feel about that idea. It's just kind of it's not something
as like specifically NPCs, like they're just other actors.
And your idea for the I think
oh yeah,
legs.
I may have you guys stick around for that. I have to figure out how we're going to do that because I don't get notifications if there's like immediately if there's a donation on the Extra Life page or who it's from immediately. So I've got to figure out how to actually
What you
pull
should
that
do,
off.
What you should do is you should have the donation button be to you, and then you take the money and donate it to, so that way you can follow where it's coming from. It'll affect the game accordingly, and then the money still goes to the source.
I thought about doing that. The problem with doing that for me is that the donation services take a percentage, and then PayPal takes a cut of the money that was donated.
Oh, yeah,
And I don't want to do that. I want as much going to the hospitals as possible. So I'm going to brainstorm that idea a lot. I like the Hunger Games items clues kind of idea, and I may have you guys stick around for that, and we'll figure out a way to verify donations and maybe have the person whisper you what they're looking for. And then you guys can relay it to me or something. That way I can focus on DMing, and then you guys can field the whispers and stuff. But we'll figure something out for that. I think that's all the events going on, other than this giveaway, which Rico's the only person that's entered. you guys, if you want a decent chance of getting in on that giveaway, now's a good time to do that. Yeah, I think that covers all the self-promotion stuff.
How do you enter?
How do you enter? Exclamation point, raffle, space, the number of tickets that you would like to buy. It is, I swear, there it is. There you are, right there.
Each ticket costs 25 XP.
Yeah, each ticket is 25 XP. If you followed, then you should have 50 already.
Can I enter?
No. The casters are... Yeah, well, this is something for the viewers. You guys are going to get, like, players' handbooks and stuff from them, from other donations, which we've done a bunch of giveaways with the donations. I need to buy some players' handbooks for
I am
you
holding
guys.
this copy of the player's handbook that I was given as to a generous donation to the stream.
Yeah. So any donations...
Players handbook?
Yep.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. That's a nice prize.
It is. Any of the donations...
If somebody hasn't entered yet, that's a fucking nice prize.
Any of the donations that get made on the stream, I try to put back into the stream. So like things like this giveaway for this vinyl figure, supplying the players with books. What else have we done? We've done a custom miniature. HP Fox won a custom miniature, and we've given away, or we've given out two of the players' handbooks to people, to viewers, and then 2 of the players' handbooks. I think Gingy got one and Cypher's gotten one, so I've got to get 3 more, I think. Unless Anna and Steve and Goat already have personal copies.
You need more than the digitals?
Nope.
I have the nice digital one.
I have
Just the digital one.
3.0.
Okay. So I think the next donation we get after the Val giveaway will probably go to supplying you guys with some players' handbooks.
I actually just really like the digital one. I mean, if you want to give me a hardcover, I'll take it, but I like the digital.
I felt like something I noticed yesterday is like looking at the module that I want to do for this 24-hour stream is that for the modules I prefer having a hard copy just because all my screen real estate's taken up with everything. I think is more than what it is.
Sometimes a hardcover is very nice.
Being able to flip through it is definitely...
Raffle, that did not work for you, sir, because you don't have enough XP for 200 tickets. And the max number of tickets is 50. So if you want to try that again, with your lovely 243 XP, you can buy 9 tickets. But yeah, forgot. Yeah, the quality of all the 5th edition stuff that I've bought has been real nice. I've been real pleased with it. Now he can do 10 if he wanted to. Yeah, but we do this show... we do this show every week, and we do the basic show every other week, or at least try to. No, Fallon, you want to put the number of tickets that you want to buy.
It requires a little bit of math on your
A little bit.
behalf.
It does.
There you go.
There you go. If Gingy wins, can I remove Gingy from the... I don't think I can remove him.
Better give him my XP back.
No. I can't remove him either. So if he wins, we'll just draw a new one. No big deal there. Let's see. What can we do?
I can't believe
I need...
Gingy.
You know what we could do is... Oh, no.
Where did you get this comment from? Target.
Oh, there is...
Serious.
If you guys haven't seen this, completely off track here. There is a Facebook group person. I don't know.
The customer service.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
a
yeah.
And it's
They're
fucking
great.
fantastic.
Dude, yeah, it's some of the best fucking satire I've seen in a while.
And I hope it helps.
That's up there with some of my favorite fake Facebook pages.
Apparently, they got in trouble for having customer service as their name because people were contacting them for Facebook customer service, which is just kind of funny as hell.
It was they actually did an interview with the guy who created the customer service thing, and he said he created it just to blow off some steam because of the experiences that he had working in the customer service field. So these are the answers that he knows the customer service people would want to give in circumstances but can't. So he just goes on different things and responds.
And
That's the reason why it's there.
It's kind of
But yeah,
amazing.
it seems pretty straightforward, but still, it's, I mean, for that reason alone, some...
Oh yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
It's fucking great. Some of the stuff they put is really fucking funny.
Oh, yeah. That's right up there with Fappy, the anti-masturbation dolphin.
Fappy for the win.
Dude, I love Fappy. All praise Fappy.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and close the raffle out. I think we've gotten as many entries as we're going to get.
Most of you guys probably know that one, like the Not Always Right website.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's one that was, it's like, I've never seen a way to get to it unless you're on a membership of it. Military.com, if you actually make your military.com account from a government website, if you use a government email that's a legitimate email on there, there is a
there we go.
That it's inspired by the Not Always Right guys. It's Not Always Right, and it's a military one, and it's all enlisted folk talking shit about officers and stupid stuff. I can either confirm or deny. There's probably about 50 posts on there from me. Nice. Yeah, right. Fallen Lane won it.
Yeah. So Fallen Angel has been added to the list of winners here.
That's great.
After Gingy being in there twice. Actually, that's pretty insane luck there. That's pretty nice.
Speaking of 24-hour streams, he just did one yesterday because he got 500 viewers, and he did a 24-hour drunk League of Legends stream.
I don't know that I could watch 24 hours of
I
don't think I could watch 1 hour of League of Legends.
How about playing League of Legends for 24 hours straight?
I don't even think I could
that
watch it.
Game.
Yeah, League of Legends is terrible.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't get into MOBAs. League of Legends is awful.
I've tried.
So, the only MOBA I've had a lot of fun with is
Heroes.
Heroes of the Storm. Yeah.
You guys might actually want to check out Arena of Fate, which is a beta that's coming up because it's a MOBA, but it's characters from history like Nikolai Tesla and Jack the Ripper. And
for a moment, I thought you were getting ready to say Nicolas Cage, and I was going to get real excited.
That would be funny.
No, it's Nikolai Tesla and Rasputin and a bunch of other ones, and it's similar. It's similar to Heroes of the Storm, where it's basically you don't have to go back to base or anything. You can to heal and whatnot, but you buy your stuff while you're in the field, and the stuff that you buy is just like, I can do more damage, I can heal better. There's no like equipment, you don't have to know the tree, anything like that, and it's the typical MOBA, so.
Right on. But I think that just about wraps it up for the night.
Yeah.
And guys, we will be, like I said, we'll be back on Wednesday with the D&D Basics show. You have a chance to enter the raffle again at that point. So swing back around. If you haven't hit follow, go ahead and do that. That gives you 50 XP that you can spend on tickets just right off the bat. So yeah, we appreciate it. Thank you guys for coming out, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
See ya.